Okay, I thought I'd do a little segment. I had done one on why is Pianomagic so good for kids. This one's going to be why is Pianomagic so good for adults? Because even though the reason I did this was for my granddaughter to get her interested in playing, what I found in the process, and I got a baby grand piano back there that I bought a few years ago. I've been playing almost 4 years. And the baby grand was just supposed to be furniture. It was decoration for a room that kind of needed a piano in it. But I grew interested in playing it. Now, I'm 55 years old, and what I've come to accept as an adult player who learned in this stage of my life is that I'm never going to be Liberace or Billy Joel or Elton John. I'm going to be a middling player at best. My brain, even though I can learn, and I have learned a whole bunch, I'm starting to get stiff in the fingers, and I actually have a pretty busy life. And so it was in that realization, the first understanding, philosophically, is that I'm not going to be those players. That's not why I'm sitting down to play. It was so liberating coming to that understanding. I think so often we start into things because we were inspired by somebody who was really, really good. For me, it was Billy Joel. I always wanted to play the Piano Man. I always wanted to play ragtime, Joplin. And so I tried to get into those songs, but what I realize is I will be able to push my skill for me as far as I can go, and that will not result in a performance. So what Pianomagic does is it allows me to approach piano playing just very, very simplistically. I can just sit down and play. I don't have to get the music or buy the music and study the music and work through mentally what I'm going to do. I don't study pieces anymore. I tried. I was doing that. That's not what I find fun. I have a busy life. I work all day, 5 days a week, and my evening times are pretty precious. So what that amounts to is I get at best I get an hour to play, and that includes practice. And so what does that mean? Well, I think most of us that are adults are in that situation. Our lives are not such that we're going to be playing for 4 hours a day and practicing so that we can become so good that we can do performances or anything like that. We're mortals, but that doesn't mean that we can't have fun playing piano. So what I find so great about Pianomagic is it just takes all the sheet music out of the equation, and let's just sit down and play. So, and what I like is anytime I hear a song, I think, oh, is there a piano version of that? And I can just go look for it. MuseScore is my download location of choice. It's really great. Let me just give an example. So, and this software is just running on Windows right now, but I can open up Chrome and go to MuseScore, which I do have a subscription to. And, it doesn't, I don't have a song in mind, but there's one called Golden Hour. Let's see if there's a piano version for this. So I can select piano, community scores, and there's a whole bunch of community generated versions of Golden Hour. And I had picked one, it was Wesley 2712. I tend to lean toward the ones that are marked beginner, because then I don't have to play 5 notes at a time on my hand. This song is actually pretty challenging. It looks like lots of arpeggios and stuff. I don't even know if it's going to be pretty, but it showed up in the search results. So I can just hit download and choose MIDI and bring it down, and then I open up Pianomagic, and then it'll show up in my downloads folder. So there's Golden Hour right there. So just on a whim, I can say, oh, maybe I can play this song. Wendy did one that, it was a Gloria Estefan song. Oh, I Can't Make You Love Me. And I grabbed that because it sounded like there might be a pretty one. So, Golden Hour. Oh, geez. Yeah, Golden Hour. Looks like maybe a little bit of a challenge, but I feel like playing, so let's go ahead and do it. Wow, that's a cool song. Got carried away. I was just gonna play a sample, but it sounded so pretty. And that's what it is. Just sit down, get going, find a song, play it. If it's too hard, find another song and play it. I'm gonna turn this off now. I'm gonna play another song. So thanks for listening. Remember, if you want to get better, you got to play more, and you play more when it's fun. So that's what Piano Magic's all about.